Joker, 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 Joker.
Hello, welcome to the show, everybody. All right, I'm a little behind here. I'm gonna get my stuff together. Okay, welcome to the show. We want to thank our sponsors really quick. Athens Educates, thank you so much. Fog Machine, who I saw is in the chat room, thank you very much. So there in the opening, you saw Mira, Lazuli, I think is how you say the name. I hope I'm saying that right. Who is going to be on the show next week live. So we open the show with that. Pretty cool. Kind of electronic. Let me see. Let me get my notes up here. So from on tour, they're going to be coming through Athens from New Orleans. And so we've got them coming live on the show to perform here in the studio. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Also, up next, we've got a really cool piece, brand new piece from AnimaeNoctis, who worked in collaboration with Danger to Medulla, if I'm saying that right, Medulla. And they put a piece together. I was looking at, that's what I was looking at my notes for, because I had... They filmed most of this in Serbia, and here what it was. So Sylvia wrote the lyrics, Massimo sang them, and then the band Danger to Medulla did the music. I guess music collab with our Russian friends Danger to Medulla. Yeah, that's it. So and they are also the people who run the A.I.N Records, which is the label that AnimaeNoctis has released under too. So this is a really cool piece that I was glad that they sent in to us. After that, we've got something new from the Isolated Brigade, who has been basically putting out, it looks like a song a month, I think it is, that they've been doing all this year maybe, or close to it. So we've been getting some stuff from them. Definitely follow both all these people on their social media to get more, because they've been doing a lot lately. So definitely check that out. All right, let's watch that AnimaeNoctis. This is called, I'm sorry, I lost my notes again. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm not sure how to say this in Italian, but it means the name of the title is "Learn What Does Exist." But I'm not even going to try the Italian version. But okay, we'll watch it right now. Be back in a second.
Cosa esiste, io faccio la puttana e ho un altro lavoro e salvo l'apparenza, il mio e il tuo decoro, identità segreta, un giorno dopo l'altro per vivere discreta, io uso questo filtro e ti porto la gioia, di giorno anche di notte, ma se non voglio botte e cronaca locale, dovrò fare così, e allora vi racconto che vita è questa qui, che vita è questa qui, e allora vi racconto perché non c'è futuro, porto la mia croce, impara cosa esiste. Io sono un disgraziato e sono anche un ribelle e ti sto sulle palle e vivo di quest'arte e sono dappertutto e da nessuna parte. Mi chiamano anche punk ma sono solo io, con i capelli tinti, con gli abiti un po' stinti. Mi chiudo in galleria, lavoro tanto e bene e guarda i miei dipinti, ci sono le mie pene. Sto fuori dalle norme ma come un'eredita, è tutta una protesta, il senso della vita, è tutta una protesta, il senso della vita, è tutta una protesta, perché non c'è futuro. Porto la mia croce, impara cosa esiste. Sono una cameriera, con me tutto è uno specchio, perché lavoro duro e lavo e stiro e smacchio e ascolto ogni discorso e vi conosco gente e vedo vero e falso e vi do cuore e mente, ma non mi lascia tempo questo lavoro duro, mi lascia la fatica e mi rimane il fumo, il fumo, il fumo, il fumo è come sfago, perché non c'è futuro, perché non c'è futuro, per chi guadagna poco, se fumo io mi appago, io fumo, 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 perché non c'è futuro. Porto la mia croce, impara cosa esiste. Sappiamo cosa pensi, sentiamo i tuoi dissensi, ma tu devi vedere, porta con noi la croce, impara cosa esiste, puoi essere anche triste, la croce non si rompe nel giro di una vita, impara cosa esiste. Dobbiamo sostenerci, è dura la salita, è dura la salita, è dura la salita, che fatica è dura la salita, è dura la salita, è dura la salita, che fatica è dura, perché non c'è futuro. Impara cosa esiste. Io sono un bevitore, porto la mia croce, io faccio la puttana e ho un altro lavoro, io sono un disgraziato e sono anche un ribelle. Perché non c'è futuro, perché non c'è futuro, perché non c'è futuro. Impara cosa esiste. I want my Joker, Joker TV.
Hello. Okay, welcome back. Oh man, my ear's doing that thing. All right. Anyways, all right. Let me get back to here. So there was something I was going to mention about that AnimaeNoctis too. So that was like a sort of a short film and music video, kind of same thing. I guess at the same time, it said about 4 characters with a very hard life: an alcoholic, a compulsive smoker, a sex worker, and a punk artist. They are all people we know in real life. So I guess based on real people, people that they cared about, and anyways, that's really nice. Also, they have a new song. Let's see. I was trying to see when it's May 16th coming out. Called Sky Gypsy. So go follow AnimaeNoctis and also Danger to Medulla. Follow them as well, and you can get more. All right, let's see. Up next, we've got a couple pieces coming from Paul Harry Holmes. He just put out a new EP, which I have information right. Hey, I need somebody to change the battery on the camera. So he's going to be. They're going to be putting that out May 16th. The pre-sale will be available tomorrow, I guess, is what it's saying, or available on streaming services. So definitely sign up to pick up the EP. You can see the cover of the EP right here. Pretty cool. We're going to be watching a couple videos. It's going to be Awakening, Sentience, and then what was the third one? Sorry, I didn't have it right in front of me. Autonomous. Sorry. All right, we'll be right back in a second.
Do not attempt to adjust your electronic device. There is nothing wrong with the signal.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So that was a couple of pieces there from Paul Harry Holmes. You can find more from him on his Bandcamp, which is P Holmes HOLMES at .bandcamp.com. So that, I believe that was tomorrow that gets put out. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow on the streaming services. So definitely go follow him there too, and be able to check it out there. But I think it'll be actually released on the 16th. Maybe that's in the physical format. So check out his Bandcamp at that point too. All right, we've got a couple pieces coming up next. Aliens in Nature, A.I.N. They got a piece that's it looks like kind of like a live piece out in nature. We've played a couple pieces from this, and this we had one more to show off on that. Really cool. They have their debut. They just finished their debut album, which I believe is called Nothing, which it says they will be releasing soon this spring. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That might already be out. I'm not sure. I didn't update that. So check them out. And then we got an older piece from Samantha Josephine. Although I did notice on her Instagram, she looks like she's got a couple new pieces out. So definitely find her over there. Vietnam, Prom, and Scott Gibson. Also, Scott, I noticed, had with his band, it was called the Vexatious Litigants is the name of his band. Looks like they just put out their album as well, or maybe it was just a single. I'm not sure. 9-song solo, I think. This is from where he did just a solo versions of the song that he recorded with his whole band. So definitely go follow up on that too if you like what you hear. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Happy that you have us here on Earth for this tiny fragment of time that we've got in what we call history of time, space, evolution, confusion, pollution, education, intrusion, illusion, evolving manifestation, handshaking, head breaking, thinking without action. I can get no satisfaction. Handshaking, head breaking, thinking without action. Hand breaking, head shaking, neck kicking, and no awaking from this nightmare. From this nightmare. Pollution, intrusion, evolving manifestation, pollution, education, pollution, intrusion, head shaking, hand breaking, neck kicking, and no awaking from this nightmare. From this nightmare. From this nightmare. It's just a dream. One day you're gonna wake up be remembered. A tiny fragment of time.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Can a lady take a shirt when it's evening? Meaning for dirt and earth. Can the ladies take off her shirt and iron and breathing? Can we take it, leaving all the dirt and it in it's so in. Save it, do what we can avoid and savor it. And when we take out sight and only what is making it, when the claim is out and loud and we were feeling all these things, and when the lady's out and proud, it doesn't mean all those things. Can aside in walls or rooms and trace us in a baking broom and let an iron tree pulling me, and doesn't mean you'll be empty and laid aside. Cannibal alongside the cannibal. Seems so far and into life and dangers, the way they strife us. When we take the moment to just feel it, and it's known and drive us. When we can and only know someone else is feeling it, and we like it, and pull the skin and say what it is and what it isn't, and the outside not even trying. Why doesn't she understand the door? I don't know, maybe she's bored. And why doesn't she understand the door? And then I don't know, maybe she's bored. And why doesn't she understand the door? When you know and inside, and it doesn't make sense just to be outside. And when you know you can't inside, it doesn't make sense just to be outside. Cantaloupe, juggling sprees of cantaloupes, is scraping my knee and cantaloupes is sated for the praises of this evening dress. No one else is lazy and alert.
that I find this intriguing. I don't believe it. Intriguing. I don't believe it necessarily.
We are. Sorry about that, guys. We're good to go.
Just a world of torment and terror, coming round to feast upon itself. Our history on our back, a reptile. Legacy never knew no stone. Oh my redemption. Oh my living hell. The horrid cries of desert tribes as they wail, not just ingrained upon your bow. Your victim's blood now and down by the river. Child now, oh no, redemption, oh sins lost, restored, no restraint, no way to find shine. The moral lines were just a meandering midnight joke. Oh Lordy, oh please, oh Lordy, oh please, oh Lordy, oh Lordy, please. Howard said you saw a phone, $1. If I knew the luxuries of wealth, the rich they say possessions are, they don't matter. The fifth of you, the only thing I found. And I know, oh no, redemption. Oh, sins lost, restored. No restraint, no way to no quarter is given and no mercy found. No quarter given and no mercy found. No quarter given and no mercy found. No quarter given and no mercy found.
All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, we had a full set there. In fact, today's episode's been kind of a trip around the world. We've had everything from, let's see, New Orleans, Serbia, Chicago, Connecticut, Austria, New Zealand. Let's see, where else? There was Michigan. Yeah, that's right. Vietnam Prom out of Michigan. And then Scott there at the end out of Melbourne, Australia, or Sydney, Australia. Sorry, Sydney. That was recorded at a studio in Melbourne, though, called Sing Sing Studios. And the name of that song was No Redemption. Before that, the Vietnam Prom, that was Surfing the Time Tunnel. Samantha Josephine, Can a Lady Take Off a Shirt? And then Aliens in Nature, Evolution, Confusion. Live in Stilluptal. I'm not sure where that is. I think maybe in Austria. So, yeah, really cool. Appreciate everybody sending that in. If you're an artist and you want to have your stuff featured on Joker Joker, definitely send it in to our email at tvjokerjoker@gmail.com. And we would love to show it off on the show. Thank you very much for everybody that has submitted. Let's see. We've got a couple announcements here. Yeah, so next week, we mentioned this at the beginning of the show. Mira is going to be here, and they are going to be performing live in the studio. So make sure to tune in next week for that. I think I had another flyer. Oh, yeah. We just want to remind everybody that AthFest is coming up June 20th through 22nd. And if you go to our channel right now on YouTube, we've got a couple videos already set up and ready to you can click notify or save them. And it's we'll be doing basically a show like this every night for AthFest, starting at about 6:30, about the same time as when we normally start. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 nights straight in a row. We're going to be featuring interviews, music videos from some of the from all the artists that are like going to be performing on stages and at the clubs during AthFest, which takes over, pretty much all of Athens. If you're not from Athens, you don't know what AthFest is, but you can make it out here. You should definitely come and check it out. It's a really amazing event. Here you can see a little bit of some of the artists that will be performing. That's the artist on the, I believe, the outdoor stages. Let's see. I think, I don't know where the other... I had another flyer that was showing some of the club stages, but we'll continue to talk about this over the next couple of weeks. We'll probably start featuring some videos and things from some of these artists and making more announcements. But be sure to save those videos we got up already, and subscribe. You'll be notified when we go live and all that stuff. All right, up next, we've got the Athens agenda. This is all the different shows happening around town here in Athens over the next week. Also including, I found a Lydia Lunch is doing a tour, so I threw that in there. So there's a couple dates in I think New York and surrounding areas. So to our people watching out of New York, check this out. It's really cool. That's one of the first videos or one of the first flyers that go by. Also, Slayla the Clown has some shows coming up. You should follow her on her social medias, but I've got some of her flyers up too out of Atlanta area. But mostly Athens area. So anyways, we'll see you at the show. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.